What's up, Giant Slayers? Brandon here from David vs. Goliath BJJ. In today's video, we're going over 3 reasons why white belts never make it to blue belt in jiu-jitsu. Okay, so if you guys want to learn, then keep on watching. All right, so diving right in, guys. The first reason I believe that white belts never make it to blue belt is because of a lack of strategy. What does that mean? Okay, a lot of times it's not a lack of their own personal strategy. I'm talking about a lack of strategy of the gym or the instructor or the coach. Okay, so a lot of times when white belts start, they throw on their gi for the first time, they get thrown into the fire. They're trying to figure out, or what's going on. They're playing catch up. They're trying to learn the technique for the day, and they're trying to piece it all together. A lot of times there's not a set curriculum or plan in place. Now, for those of you who do train at a place that is a little bit more organized, then that's great. Even if there is a curriculum or a certain lesson plan that you need to know to get to blue belt, there's an expectation on which techniques you need to master and therefore, a lot of times, even with that, is there a clear game plan to help you succeed? And I'm talking about you specifically, not your training partners or your peers. I'm talking about you. Does your coach or instructor have a clear picture on where you started, what you know currently, maybe what background you have? Maybe you have a sports background or a dance background. Does he understand your learning style? Are you more visual? Are you more hands-on? How do you best learn and apply techniques? Does he also know where you're at in terms of what you're missing, what your game needs specifically? Okay, does he also know you? Okay, I know a lot of white belts that start off and the instructor doesn't even know your name, and I apologize. As an instructor or coach myself, that's one thing that I prioritize to make sure I know, right, is my students' names, right, to make sure they feel comfortable and they feel like they're part of the gym. And that goes back to my question: does your coach know you? Does he know your name? Does he know what body type you have? Maybe you're shorter and stockier like me. Maybe you're short, you got long arms. Maybe you have a longer legs and a shorter torso. Does he know your body type? And is he coaching you specifically to make the techniques work for you? What type of physical limitations do you have? Some people come in with pre-existing health conditions. For me specifically, I can't put my neck or my chin all the way down to my chest. Does your instructor know certain things like that? Okay, and therefore know how to teach around them or help you to get better for your body type. Does he know your goals? A lot of times, when I ask students, hey, what's your goals? They'll say something like, well, I just want to get better. Right? And that's a really vague goal. It's not clear. Okay, so something that might sound a little bit clear is, well, coach, I really want to get better at takedowns. Okay, so I might say something like, okay, what part of takedowns? Where are you struggling the most right now? Where, I really don't feel like I have a strong single leg takedown. Okay, so let's break that down. Let's work on single leg takedowns, all right, for the next 6 weeks, let's say. Okay, and I only want you to work on that takedown. Anytime you go for takedowns, we're going for that takedown. I want you to practice it during class, during sparring, or even after class. And let's follow up to see where you're at in 6 weeks. Is there specific goals that we can achieve and work for? Does your instructor know what motivates you? Why are you doing jiu-jitsu in the first place? This isn't an easy sport, or martial art per se. We get our lumps and bruises and even emotionally or mentally sometimes get beat up. Why are you doing jiu-jitsu? What's the deeper meaning? What motivates you? What makes you want to show up to the gym even when you had a long day at work or even when you're tired and you didn't feel like showing up? And the last thing I wanted to address, guys, is that there's not a lack of information out there. The problem today is that there's too much information and not enough personalized practical information or personalized practical application. What do I mean by that? There's so much information on YouTube, on blogs, instructionals, membership sites. We have so many resources, so much information out there that it becomes overwhelming and we don't actually know where to start. And let's say I'm a new beginner and I'm watching a video on YouTube and that technique, right, might be a very good technique. Okay, I'm not dogging on the instructor who's teaching it, let's say, but that instructor on their end, they don't know where you're at in your journey, right? If it applies to you in that moment or your body type. Okay, so again, a lot of times consuming too much information or just the fact that there's so much information out there actually hinders progress. Again, the real problem is that there's a lack of personalized practical information or personalized practical application. And that leads me to the second reason why white belts never make it to blue belt, and that's not enough mindset training. Not enough time is spent during class addressing our mindsets and our limiting beliefs. Okay, if you guys look at this question here, all right, why is it that only 10% of white belts ever make it to blue belt? Okay, out of 100 new white belts, only 10 of them will get promoted to blue belt. 90 of them end up quitting. Right, these statistics are from the Gracie brothers. Right, but that's a lot of people that fall out, you guys. And so a lot of times white belts come in, or we all come in with certain mindsets, right, or beliefs about us, about jiu-jitsu as a whole, maybe about the academy, and those beliefs need to get properly trained or properly molded to make sure that they match our goals and what we want to accomplish, so that way we can succeed and reach the next level. Okay, so this first question here, how do we view learning? Is our belief about learning that I can just practice the move 5 times and I got it, right? Or is the culture in your gym, or is the mindset that everyone has in the gym, is that, I need to practice this 100 times in order for it to be muscle memory? Okay, or how are we taught to handle defeat? When we lose, do we get down on ourselves and beat ourselves up thinking I coulda, shoulda, woulda, done better? Or are we seeing it as an opportunity for growth? Are we saying to ourselves, you know what, I lost, but there's a lot that I can learn from this, and I'm going to continue to learn and improve? Are you being coached through limiting beliefs? Right? A lot of limiting beliefs that people have about themselves at the white belt level is, man, I don't fit in here. Or, man, I'm overweight, or I don't have the right body type for this. Or, it'd be better if I was taller. It'd be better if I was shorter, or limiting beliefs around your progress, right? I'll never get better. Or, why does it take me, 5 classes to understand a technique when my partner or peer next to me can pick it up just like that? Are you comparing yourselves to others? So a lot of times we have these mindsets that are never actually addressed in class. And again, I think that falls back on the gym, the instructor, and the coaches. Okay, but another one I hear all the time is, I don't have enough time to train, I can't get better. Okay, that's a limiting belief. And that's called self-sabotage. When you have a goal in your mind, right, or in your heart that you want to move towards, and yet you're having this counter beliefs that tell you you can't do that. Okay, so again, second reason why I believe white belts never make it to blue belt is there's not enough training around mindset. All right, you guys, and that leads me to the third and final reason why I believe white belts never make it to blue belt, and that's because there's zero accountability. Think about it. When you first start training, or you first start doing anything brand new, and when you're new, right, you're not in a routine. It hasn't become a routine or a habit or really a part of a lifestyle, right, to the point where you just show up because you show up, and you feel weird when you don't show up. Okay, I've been training for over 13 years now, and I feel weird when I don't train. Okay, so until you're at that point, especially when you're new, accountability is a big deal. If you look at the fitness industry, right, people pay hundreds, if not thousands of dollars for personal trainers, which are great. I'm not knocking on personal trainers. I'm just saying, a lot of times people are paying money, good money, for that trainer to walk them through a workout, right? And, kind of coach them and look at how they're doing, monitor their progress. But when they go home later that night, if they're hungry or they're sad or they're depressed and they feel like binge eating, or drinking alcohol or doing something that's going to take them away from their goal, right? Is that coach, is that personal trainer there, right, to support them? Are they there for them outside of the gym? Are they there making sure they stick to the plan? Are they there to make sure that person really achieves the results that they want to achieve? And in jiu-jitsu, I can say honestly, no, I haven't seen that from a lot of coaches, to the point where they're calling their students, hey, I noticed you missed class. What's going on? You're right. Okay, there's zero accountability in jiu-jitsu. And again, that's why I believe it makes it challenging for white belts to make it to blue belt. Okay, so again, this last question here, do you have someone holding you to a certain standard to make sure you're getting the results that you want? All right, guys, to recap today's training, again, there are 3 main reasons why white belts never make it to blue belt. Number 1, there's a lack of personalized strategy. Number 2, not enough training in regards to mindset. And then number 3 is zero accountability. So let me know in the comments down below, you guys, which area is the biggest struggle for you? Is it strategy? Is it mindset? Or is it accountability? Again, leave me a comment down below letting me know which one out of the three, and let me know why as well. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, be sure to give it a like, all right, by giving it a slap and a fist bump. And we'll see you in the next video, guys. Thanks for watching.